I love color. I love color, and I like bold, and so I find that the tropics has these big, bold things. My tour basically is an artist and photography tour. So what happens is that I have a partner, Nancy Richmond, who comes with me, and she is an expert in photography. And so I do the art part, and she does the photography part. And what happens is that the photography is two parts, really. It's if you're a photographer and you want to be a better photographer and take, what I consider art or nature photographs, Nancy helps you with that. Also, though, for artists, a lot of times you see so many things, and Costa Rica is incredibly diverse. Every time, and one of the reasons why I keep going back there is because I just see something I've never seen before. It's usually half the day is spent like with a guide learning something, and then the afternoon is a practical application, whether you're photographing or painting, and we talk about color studies and, different things, so that really we're focusing on all the information that you can get so that when you go home you can continue, from this 10-day like whirlwind fantastic trip, you can come home and you can, paint for a year. In Costa Rica, it is so diverse that I always see new bugs, I always see new animals, I always see new flowers or plants that I have never seen before. Also the fact that it's a wonderful country and easy to travel in. I believe it's about 25% of the country is national park. They understand the conservation and the preservation of what they have, and so that they use that, and I think that their ecotourism is done very well. And even just in terms of insects, I found this insect crawling around in Selva Verde, and he's not necessarily all that colorful, but he is this big. Yeah. And so for some people they may be like, oh my God, but this is a harlequin beetle, and for me, just looking at the texture and the patterns on the body, he's amazing. This is another painting that I did of an iguana, and the iguana was again at Selva Verde, and he was enormous. He's the biggest iguana I have ever seen in my life. He was probably 6 feet long from head to toe. And it was right by the creek. I was by myself. It was the time in the group where we had free time. And this guy, one of the ways that iguanas communicate is through head bobbing. And this guy was head bobbing at me, and it was like, how you doing? How you doing? It was an amazing experience. So, and that was just sort of like a quiet moment. And I find that anything that I'm able to experience personally puts a lot into what I paint.